In Greek mythology, Adrasteia, inescapable, also spelled Adrastia, Adrastea, Adrestea, Adastreia, was a nymph who was charged by Rhea with nurturing the infant Zeus in secret in the Dictaean cave, to protect him from his father Cronus. She is known to have been worshipped in Hellenized Phrygia, probably derived from a local Anatolian mountain deity. She is known from inscriptions in Greece from around 400 BC as a deity who defends the righteous. Adrastia may be interchangeable with Cybele, a goddess associated with childbirth. The Greeks cultivated a patronic system of gods who served specific human needs, conditions or desires to whom one would give praise or tribute for success in certain arenas such as childbirth. Zeus, Adrastea and her sister Ida, the nymph of Mount Ida, who also cared for the infant Zeus, were perhaps the daughters of Melitius. The sisters fed the infant milk from the goat Amalthea. The Corybantes, also known as the Curates, whom the scholiast on Callimachus calls her brothers, also watched over the child. They kept Cronus from hearing him cry by beating the swords on the shields, drowning out the sound. On the mainland of Greece, the spring called Adrasteia was at the site of the temple of Nemean Zeus, a late classic temple of c. 330 BC, but built on an archaic platform in a very ancient sanctuary near the cave of the Nemean lion. Sphera. Apollonius Rhodius relates that she gave to the infant Zeus a beautiful globe to play with. The ball, which Aphrodite promises to Eros, is described as if it were the cosmos. Its zones are golden, and two circular joins curve around each of them. The seams are concealed, as a twisting dark blue pattern plays over them. If you throw it up with your hands, it sends a flaming furrow through the sky like a star. Quote, in some Cretan coins, Zeus is represented sitting upon a globe. Rhesus. The tragedy Rhesus, no longer attributed to Euripides, makes Adrasteia the daughter of Zeus, rather than his nurse. Sarah. At Sarah, the port that served Delphi, Pausanias noted a temple of Apollo, Artemis and Leto, with very large images of Attic workmanship. Adrasteia has been set up by the Syrians in the same place, but she is not so large as the other images. Epithet for other goddesses. Adrastea was also an epithet of Nemesis, a primordial great goddess of the archaic period. The epithet is derived by some writers from Adrastus, who is said to have built the first sanctuary of Nemesis on the river Asopus, and by others from the Greek verb delta iota delta rho alpha sigma kappa epsilon iota nu, according to which it would signify the goddess whom none can escape. Adrastea was also an epithet applied to Rhea herself, to Cybele, and to Ananke, as her daughter. As with Adrastea, these four were especially associated with the dispensation of rewards and punishments. Lucian of Samosta refers to Adrastea, Nemesis, in his Dialogue of the Sea Gods 9, where Poseidon remarks to a Nereid that Adrastea is a great deal stronger than Nephil, who was unable to prevent the fall of her daughter Hel from the ram of the golden fleece.